Hey guys, welcome to the Mark Charming Show. So many news and so little time. So guys, in recent news, the Louisiana State Trooper Police seriously failed its state. So guys, in recent news, there was a story that I just heard about a guy named Ronald Green. Yes, this story pretty much drove me crazy. So, if it wasn't due to body footage cameras, we would not know what happened to Ronald Green today. Due to the fact that this video was leaked from Louisiana State Trooper County Department, this video was leaked, so now we have some information about what really happened to Ronald Green. Guys, let's take a listen to what really happened to Ronald Green that night.
Now, body camera footage has emerged, and it shows Green being tased, kicked, and dragged by the officers before his death.
I'm your brother, I'm scared. Terrifying pleas from Ronald Green after a high-speed chase led to a deadly confrontation with Louisiana State Police just outside the city of Monroe in May of 2019. Get up here! In body cam video obtained by the Associated Press, troopers can be seen repeatedly punching Green after dragging him out of his vehicle. Taser. Troopers tase Green multiple times while he's face down on the ground as they attempt to handcuff him. Another trooper can be seen kicking Green. All over. This guy, you got AIDS. The Associated Press released 3 segments of the original video, which it says is 46 minutes long. Only 2 of the video clips have audio. CNN has neither reviewed or obtained the original video, and it's unclear what occurred before or in between the video clips. The video is being seen by the public for the first time, but the incident took place 2 years ago. The body cam footage is shocking considering the way the encounter was described in the Louisiana State Police initial report in 2019, which says troopers attempted to pull Green over for an unspecified traffic violation that ended when Green crashed his vehicle. The report also says, quote, Green was taken into custody after resisting arrest and a struggle with troopers. Green died on the way to the hospital, the report said. At no time on the video can troopers be seen trying to render any medical aid to Green, who, according to the Associated Press, was face down and moaning for more than 9 minutes.
If any police department is trying to cover up a lie for officers who did the wrong thing, shouldn't that officer or that department should be held accountable for that? Why was it that the Louisiana State Department was trying to cover up this lie? For what? It makes them just as wrong for the person who actually helped kill Ronald Green. It wasn't right. And they know it wasn't right because they tried to cover it up for the last 2 years. If it hadn't been for this leaked video, we would not know what really happened. His family would still be in limbo trying to figure out what happened to their family member. But thank God to this video, we actually know what happened. And I hope they take that whole department down for trying to hide all this evidence and try to destroy that man's life. So guys, for more news, a lot of people recently been asking me about the Palestinians and the Israel and why is it that they continuously keep battling against each other? What is the war all about? A lot of people don't really understand why they're pretty much going at each other's throat. Well guys, I have a little bit of information to kind of help you guys understand why Gaza and pretty much Israel is at each other's throat. Watch this video. Hopefully this can help you guys out understand why the Palestinians and Israel is at each other's throat.
The Israelis gave the Palestinians the Gaza Strip in return for peace, and the only thing they've received since then is rockets. Yeah, let me show you the reality. So, the Palestinian loss of land, 1946 to present. This is a graphic that was, by the way, shared on MSNBC. You see here, in 1946, Palestinians, they lived on this land, and then the UN came in and changed that, and instituted what is called Nakba Day, where essentially translates to disaster, meaning that they were forced off that land. And I'll get to more details on that in a second. But here you see the change. Just the amount of land taken from the Palestinians over the years. And then now they're living in an open-air prison, as Geraldo describes it, an open-air prison in Gaza, where you have 2 million people packed into a tiny space, one of the most densely populated areas in the world. You have a blockade by Israel so the Palestinians in Gaza can't leave, and you have the Israeli government bombing Gaza. Now, more details on this. So, yes, the map accurately depicts the land that has been forcibly taken from the Palestinians since 1946, 2 years before Israel was established, and the accompanying expulsion of between 750,000 and 1 million Palestinians to make way for a Jewish state. During and immediately following the state's creation in 1948, Israel expropriated approximately 4 million plus acres of Palestinian land. In the process, more than 400 Palestinian cities and towns were systematically destroyed by Israeli forces or repopulated with Jews. Most Palestinian population centers, including homes, businesses, houses of worship, and vibrant urban centers, were demolished to prevent the return of their owners, now refugees outside of Israel's pre-1967 borders or internally displaced within them. So that displacement of those Palestinians in 1948, that is the Nakba. That is a disaster. A tiny strip of land where all these Palestinians live, and Israel has all the power. Israel, including the power to end this.
So guys, if you guys can see that the Palestinians had the land first until Israel came in and started taking more and more of their land to pretty much where they left them just with a little corner side. You know, so that little space that they have is pretty much all there is left with because Israel came in there and took all their land. So this is why this fight is non-stop. It's going back and forth because the Israeli people think that they have the right to just take people's land. And the Palestinians are like, hey, we're trying to protect our land. You guys already came in and just started decimating things and taking stuff from us. So let us keep what we have. So this is where all the fight and the killing stems from. It started off with Israel taking the Palestinian land and continuously to still do so. So guys, for more recent news, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what's out there in the skies. So Barack Obama just recently said that there is absolutely evidence that there is something out there that we don't understand. Let's take a listen to Barack Obama himself talk about aliens.
When it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you on air. But what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they moved, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern. And so, you know, I think that people still take seriously trying to investigate and figure out what that is.
Now, if this is true, what Barack Obama is saying about aliens, how long did they have this technology for, and why is it now they're telling us about this information? That means that they must have found some more technology that's probably surpassed the stuff that we have. The little information that we have now is nothing compared to what they actually have. This little alien stuff that's going on is just a cover-up for probably something bigger. There's no way they're going to tell us now when they had all this stuff for all these years. Of course, they have something a lot more greater and something bigger. But I'm sure they're not going to tell us. They're going to hold it all to themselves. But hey, now we know that aliens are real. Let's talk more about aliens. So recently, an amateur astronomer caught something by the moon. You guys have to check this out. Please check this out.
That Jaime Maussan has given us permission granted to share right here at Third Phase Moon in regards to an amateur astronomer's capture. So now that you've watched the video, what do you make of this? You see,
So guys, I want to ask you guys a serious question. Do you guys think that there's civilizations on the moon? Because what could that possibly be? Pretty much floating down, or I'm not quite sure what it was doing, but it was doing something. So for a craft to be on the moon, stationary, and it has another craft going below it, it tells me that they must have some type of civilization or some type of resources that we don't know about. Once again, the government is not telling us what they are up to. Guys, please, down in the comment, tell me what you guys think about all this aliens talk, and what do you guys think that was by the moon, and what was going down, and what size do you think this was? This had to been the size of Texas. Guys, I'm super excited in the times that we're living in. So guys, that's it for the video. Please like and subscribe if you want more of these videos, and peace and love.